Oh, what a joy.
Exactly.
I'm Elana,
I'm Scott.
and this is our mini podcast.
About things apparently we're supposed to enjoy.
But don't.
Eventually, maybe.
No promises.
Welcome to Oh, What a Joy. Hey, everybody. This is Scott. Hi, Elana.
Hello, big brother. You ready for episode number 5, our second episode for today?
Yeah, let's do this.
The question we are debating is, should you have a therapist?
Personally, yes, I think I need one. Although I'm sure you're not thinking about me and asking that question.
I
I had a
think
therapist once.
everybody.
I,
Okay,
I
you
think
had a therapist once.
I had a
Yeah.
therapist, and it worked and it didn't work. And what I discovered is it's helpful to talk to somebody who can relate to you and talk to you in terms you understand. Now, if that's a therapist, great. If it's not a therapist, but it's somebody, it's good to be able to talk to somebody. Everybody needs someone to talk to because if they don't get it out, they're going to bottle it up and it's going to backfire most of the time. So, in the sense that you are saying everybody should have one, I believe that everybody should be able to talk to somebody, whoever that is. It could be a therapist.
Well, I think therapists, they're trained and they can provide what they can provide more than just your bartender, is a perspective based in medical knowledge, and it's that perspective that you can't get from googling or from scrolling on the social media. There's a lot of great content out there. I've seen it, and I myself do have a therapist, and sometimes, yes, she's telling me how great I'm doing, but sometimes she'll hold my feet to the fire, and I kind of need that. I think as human beings, having that person who can provide you with that perspective to say, wait a minute, what you're really trying to do here may not be the best path for you to be the best version of you. And I think
I
someone very
Yeah, no,
go
no,
ahead.
I can agree with you. There are trained professionals who would be able to definitely be able to help in situations like in that case. I've known a few bartenders. Actually, known a lot of bartenders. There's been really smart bartenders out there. And a lot of
Yeah.
bartenders, believe it or not, are very good therapists. I'm going to tell you why. Because they have dealt with more people than a therapist ever will in their life. Now, they may not be trained in the arts of how we think, but they've got experience in actual dealing with people. A lot of times, people need that. So it's not just that a therapist is good because they're trained. And yeah, you could go and Google your social problems or your mental problems and they'll come up with something. And yes, if you go to a therapist, they're going to help. But sometimes people can't afford therapists. I mean,
Well,
they
it
can't.
should be a lot easier, and there's more resources now to get therapists. I see with my insurance, it's only $10 for me. That's because I don't know, and I don't have good insurance. It's I'm very fortunate that I have insurance through my husband's company,
Yeah.
and they pay for it, which I'm very fortunate for, and I realize that. But don't give up on it, is what I'd say. I'd say try and find, if therapist every week is too expensive, go to a therapist at least once a month or once every other month, just to keep in touch until you can afford to go to somebody who can properly analyze you, because a friend or a bartender, that's not, yes, they are good, but you can't beat professionalism. You cannot, and it's hard to find somebody you click with too. So it takes time, it takes effort, but it's worth it if you want to invest in being the best possible version of ourselves, I think. So my 2 cents is, yes, you should have a therapist. Everybody should have that person that they can vent to, and help them, like a life coach, help them achieve their goals.
Yeah. I can agree. I also feel that there are a lot of people out there who look at having to go to therapy as something bad, and they can't get past that. They said, "I can't go to therapist. I'm not broken," but they kind of are, and it sucks because they won't get that help because of that stigma. And unfortunately, there are people out there that feel this way and feel so strongly like therapy's not for me. I'm above therapy, or that's just for people that are really have some real problems, and it's
That's why
not
I'm bringing it
true.
up,
It's not true at
is
all.
it's
And that's
right,
but
it's
what I
why we
guess
need to
I guess
talk
what I'm getting
about.
at is that, but if you can talk to somebody, if you have the ability to talk to anybody, just talk to somebody. It doesn't have to be a quote unquote therapist. In fact, and it doesn't have to be your life story that you talk to somebody. Just getting shit off your chest is worth it in the day. You're talking about, in our last episode, like, taking apart the elephant little piece at a time.
Yep.
So, same thing with your mental problems, same thing with your day to day problems. If you can talk to somebody about, I had a bad day, blah, 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 this and happened. Getting that off your chest it's a lot better than, holding it in.
Unfortunately, I'm afraid that people will be turning to AI, which is bad. That's why
Oh,
I'm really voicing what I really want to voice is you're a human being. All human
we're,
beings have stress and anxiety. Go see a human being who's trained in handling other human beings and do
yeah,
not rely on artificial intelligence.
we are going to have an episode about AI, and you brought up a really good point, and I can't wait till we have that episode. We are going to talk about AI and how it affects today and down the road, and how we got to this point without AI. So I hope everybody stays tuned. I think we're oh man,
Yep.
we're actually doing really good here. Um,
Yep. We're
did you want
done
to
with
add
our
anything
episode.
else? Yeah.
Oh, that's it. That's
But
why there are mini
yeah,
episodes. They're just
mini episode.
tidbits for you to do while you're on the treadmill. And when we're done, you're done. Hey, there you
Yay!
go.
Look at that. You got done early. All right.
Yep.
Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see ya. I'm Scott.
I'm Elana.
See ya.
Bye.